Hello everyone. We know very well that we are in the pandemic time and some people actually give trainings, teach and train online. And our topics today, we are going to be talking about how to engage adult learners and trainees online. What to say, how to attract them and how to pay their attention in the class or in the session. So point number one that we're going to start with today is create relevant content. One of the most important things to talk about in the session or in the training in general is to create relevant content. What do we mean by relevant content? Content that is related to the person's life and related to the person's professional improvement. Can be education, can be whatever it is. The more the content is related, the more they are interested and the more they are engaged in the class or in the training. Number two, create questions and ask a lot of questions, a lot of open, in-depth questions. Get them talk. Get people to talk. The more they talk, the more they are engaged. It's like psychological, right? The more they are into the session, the more they are answering, the more they are talking, mean they are thinking, mean they are interested, I mean they are actually speaking. It's very powerful to empower this and add problem-solving context and ask them, how do you solve this problem? What do you do when you have such a problem? How did you handle it before? What did you do about it? And people will start talking. If they are talking, they are engaging themselves in the class. Point number three, which is know your audience education experience background. There's no need to emphasize on how important this is. We are people oriented. It is powerful to know exactly the audience, educational and experience background and relate that in return to our content and to our material. Point number four, use emotionally driven content. People usually remember when emotions are part of anything. If it is touchable, it is memorable. I will repeat that one more time. If it's touchable, it is memorable. People remember it when it touches them. And that can be related to any professional content, any content. So if you're talking about something related to emotions, it can be anything positive or negative that would evoke their emotions, something that they love to talk about, something that they don't like to talk about, and why you don't like to talk about it, why it's an issue. What do you think what we can do about it to get rid of this issue? Tell me about something that you love. Once I was talking to people before, I was talking about their favorite series and people were like, oh, enjoying talking about their favorite series and what they love about the favorite series, about the food, about the culture, about the vibes, about the atmosphere, and people loved it out there. So the more they feel like after this session, you'll be like, oh man, we had a great session this time. But why? Because they were so emotionally involved. Point number five, use realistic storytelling. Act stories, share stories. And when you tell a story, act the story, feel the story. Don't be just like, okay, once there was something like this and something like that, and just like, oh, suddenly something happened. Doesn't make sense. Live it. If it's a sad story, feel it. If it's a happy, exciting story, I would believe it more when it just comes out from you naturally. That people learn from stories. Point after that is using visual aids while delivering any content. We all love to see things. Make us see things. The more they see it, the more they're actually engaged, and you'll be like, and even they're trying to figure out what are you actually talking about, what are you actually trying to show them. Try as much as possible to use images and to relate videos in the content. It can be relevant. For example, today I'm talking about something related to real estate. We'll show facts about real estate. We'll show people talking about real estate. I'm talking about economics. We'll show facts about economics. Show videos about economics. So using visual aid is pretty encouraging. Providing immediate, honest, constructive feedback. If we are not going to provide even a constructive feedback, if not, and there is actually a negative feedback that you're providing, it's okay, but offer a solution. For example, you know that someone has an issue, you know that someone needs to develop something, and that's very fine to let him know, I actually see that, how about developing this and that? And here's my suggestion. I guess you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the trick between a negative and encouraging supportive, constructive feedback. Because you see that this is an issue, but you're very happy to offer solution. So when you give not very powerful, not very constructive, not very positive feedback, that's okay, but offer. Give something to people. The last point here is give a damn. Give an actual fuck about the people that you're talking to. Feel people. Give a damn about their emotional state of mind. If I am not happy, I'm not gonna learn. If people are not, if your audience is not involved, there's not gonna be learning. So it's always good to have a talk with the people, to ask people, how are they feeling? How are they doing? Once I was actually giving a training, I was giving a session, and I was observing a trainer, and he was just delivering the training, and the audience was like, very tired and bored. And he was just, okay, I'm just teaching, I'm just training. It doesn't make any sense. People are not there. Whom are you teaching to? I cannot see you there. You're not gonna get them about people. Someone is tired, someone is sad, someone is doing like that, and I'm just teaching and training. It doesn't make any sense. So give a damn about people. How? Ask questions. Know how they are feeling. If someone is not feeling good, offer how to help. Offer how to support. Would that encourage them to be engaged in the session? A massive yes. Why? Because you would realize that you're a caring person. You're not just someone who just wants to deliver a training or every kind of occupation. That was it for today. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.